Hello guys and welcome back to Hoogan Espresso, and it's been a while since I did a collection video, and I did one about 2 months ago now. I mean, it was DWM coming in the post today that made me realise that it's been 2 months since I did one of these, because I've got 2 issues of .T magazine in the collection update. So this is going to be a bit of a larger haul than last time, because my exams have just finished, so I treat myself to a couple of things from Big Finish. Well, I say a couple of things from Big Finish and the Who Shop, as well as some other things that I had on pre-order for a while back, a couple of things that just took forever to arrive. So it's a big haul that we're going to be looking at today, so I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get on with it, I guess. To start with, I've just got a few things that I picked up at the Who Shop. I'm just going to start focusing on these sort of things that I picked up. There's a couple of other things that I picked up which we'll get to when we get there, but it's sort of got a pile in the corner there which I'm slowly going to make my way through. But to start off with, fittingly, given that they're on the cover of Doctor Who magazine More Mellors, we've got some Depaul figures, which they bought up the entire stock of Depaul figures when they went bust, I think. So they had a lot of these, and I've always wanted one of these Mel figures, because I've been so sad that Character Options never made a Mel figure. And with season 24 coming out this month, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to pick her up. Maybe, just maybe, I'll open her up for the thumbnail when season 24 arrives. They also had this brown coated 7th Doctor. They had a lot of them. A couple of them I already had, so I didn't get them, but I got these two because I do kind of love the season 24 team. Admittedly, this is from season 26, but I do prefer the brown coated version of the 7th Doctor, and I don't have a brown coated 5.5 inch Character Options 7th Doctor, so I thought it'd be nice to have him in the Depaul range. And I love their little boxes, even though they feel really brittle. But yeah, they were quite cheap actually. I was expecting them to be a bit more expensive, but they were actually about £6.99. Which, I mean, given that they were £2, I found in a guide about them on recently, but I mean, they're not that, like, they haven't gone up in value like the Character Options ones have. So yeah, but either way, I love them and they're adorable. But yeah, another couple of things I picked up this little Colin Baker pin, because I am a Colin Baker stan, and I just thought it was so cute with him holding his umbrella like that. And this, which was just chilling. I think it's got a mark on it, so it's a bit cheaper than the other ones. The other ones were like £13–14. That's a bit steep. But I quite liked this one. He was £4, and he doesn't make a noise. I think he was supposed to once upon a time, but he doesn't anymore. But he does look adorable. He looks great next to the Build-A-Bear Dalek that I got a while ago. So yeah, that's cute. I like him. And the other thing that I picked up that wasn't a book or a magazine from the Who Shop was this, which I've been trying to get my hands on for ages and ages, ever since it came out. It's the Adipose Funko Pop, and this one glows in the dark as well, so it's absolutely adorable. I was quite sad because I heard a rumour going around that they're not going to make any more Doctor Who Funko Pops, which makes me kind of sad. But also, I mean, they do have Kablam Men going for like £1.99 in Forbidden Planet, so I mean, maybe it's just the Kablam Man. I mean, my mum thinks the Kablam Man Funko Pop's really creepy. I think it's adorable, but oh well. I guess that's just personal taste for you. And there's a lot of these that I wish I'd been able to track down, but they're actually quite expensive now on eBay. So I was quite pleased to find this for a fairly reasonable price as well. I mean, it was a bit over recommended retail price. I think it was £12.99. They usually retail for about 10, but I mean, it's quite a rare one. So I've seen it go for like £16 to £20 on eBay. So I was quite happy to find him at last. So yeah, that's the sort of little figurine / plush toys that I got from the Who Shop. Now we can move on to the Big Finish haul, which I spent a bit too much money on, not gonna lie. So, in terms of Big Finish, I'm going to start not in chronological order, because that is the nature of her timeline, but we have River Song, and I ordered this just after I pre-ordered the Ruby's Curse, which also just arrived as well. Now, this I got in a 10th Doctor sale, but that was like months ago, and this went out of stock. So I had this on order for a long time, and I listened to the stories. It feels like ages ago. I don't actually know how long ago it was now, but I mean, I was a bit sceptical when these came out, because I always thought the 10th Doctor and River Song, I've always been a bit sceptical of the River Song audios. I just never particularly gelled with them. I've listened to one of her spin-off ones. I didn't particularly overwhelmingly like it. It was free though, so that might have had something to do with it. But yeah, it's a nice spine, and this is I've really grown my Big Finish collection thanks to the end of my exams. That's basically what I did, although I didn't get these to the end of my exams. And then got little individual CDs as well, which I really like. That's the expiry dating one with Peter Davison, and I think Colin Baker's in that one as well. And we've got this one, Precious Annihilation, which was a nice sort of Elizabethan tale as well. I think it's Elizabethan, I can't remember now. And Ghosts, which sort of was really quite creepy and quite atmospheric to listen to as well. So yeah, that is that 10th Doctor box set. So yeah. So yeah, the last big finished box set I picked up was of course Dalek Universe #1, and everyone was talking about this going into my exams, and it was all I could think about during my exams was that cliffhanger. And my god, I was listening to it on the way back, like from a visit to see my friends, and I was just like in suspense the entire episode, just waiting for the cliffhanger. And my god, I think it does challenge World Enough and Time for one of the best cliffhangers that I've ever heard / watched in Doctor Who. I really, really liked it. It was a bit of a mixed bag afterwards, but I mean, I still loved what they did with it and where they went with it. I thought everything, all the characters in it, they were all really like a really nice ensemble. I might do a review of this at some point, I don't know. Maybe in the run up to Dalek Universe 2, it might be fun to do a review of the Dalek Universe like stories so far, because I am really enjoying it, and I think I will pick up the other ones. So we've got Buying Time, the one with the absolutely phenomenal cliffhanger, The Wrong Woman, which has one of the best characters of the entire box set. I loved the incarnate. I mean, I love this classic character anyway. I will say it's a classic character, but I won't say who they are. But I love that classic character. I mean, I've played that classic character in someone's YouTube video, so I was just thrilled that that classic character was back. And then we got the House of Kingdom as well, which I thought was great because I love the mechanoids. So yeah, overall, really great box set, and I absolutely loved it, and I can't wait to see what they do with it next. Now we can sort of move on to some books, and I bought a couple of Target books this month. Well, last 2 months. One that I did have when I did my last video, but I forgot to do a video on it. Well, include it. And it's Snake Dance. I got that in a charity shop in Oxford when I visited that. So pick that one up. I also found this the other day when I was in Forbidden Planet. It's signed, one of the few books I didn't get from Forbidden Planet when they did book signing thing, because I didn't realise it was completely different. Apparently it is. But it's also signed as well. I managed to find a signed copy as well. It's one of the few signed ones they had left. But it's signed by James Goss. And I really liked the cover for that one. I quite enjoy the Pirate Planet, so that's another bonus as well. A couple of books that I picked up in the Who shop. Got The Robots of Death, which is actually probably one of the shortest Target books I've ever seen. But I love the cover though. I love The Robots of Death. And of course another season 14 edition, The Deadly Assassin, and they look lovely. I love that. So yeah, they're the Target books that I got in the last month. In terms of regular books, as I mentioned before, I got to the Ruby's Curse. This one I've had on pre-order since not the Forbidden Planet, it's Waterstones I got this one from. I got it signed on a signed book plate. I believe Forbidden Planet was doing actual like signed copies, but they've done a book plate which I quite like. The book plates are growing on me. I thought the ones in the Target books were a bit better, but I mean, I quite like the one in here as well. So yeah, I love the cover for that. I've just started reading that. I'm a chapter in. I literally like read it just before filming this video, so that's that. I'm loving the introduction, and of course I think Alex Kingston really knows the character of River Song really well. Something that I picked up in a charity shop today, one that I just sort of been meaning to pick up since it came out really, and it is the Christopher Eccleston autobiography, and I thought it was particularly apt given that the new box set has just come out, so it'd be nice to read some of that as well. Moving on to comics, I picked up this comic in the Who shop, of course, because I thought I had to go. If I went to the Who shop, I had to pick up one of the Who shop comics. So I picked the Capaldi cover because I quite like how central it looks as well. I got the TARDIS from The Ultimate Adventure, which is in the museum as well, and Peter Capaldi with a little toy TARDIS, which I really liked. So yeah, I've also been reading the Missy Comic, which I've actually been the first comic that I've been picking up monthly for probably since lockdown began. Since well. Even before then I had stopped collecting these monthly rather, but I really wanted to pick it up monthly for the Missy comic. Sadly they didn't have, there's a cover of her playing chess that I wanted to get, but they didn't have it. They had this one though, which is equally as nice. I did manage to get this one though, which is actually a really nice cover. I like this one, of her holding a Cyberman. I have mixed thoughts about the yellow Missy at the top. I mean, I like that it is the Missy comic, but I wouldn't have Doctor Who underneath personally because it just looks a bit messy. But I like that Missy is written at the top on these covers as well. Another comic that I picked up in a charity shop today, it was a graphic novel rather than a singular issue, is this one, which is The Revolution of Terror, which is the David Tennant one. And apparently it's number 1 in his sort of run of comics, so that'll be interesting to read as well. As I mentioned before, there have been 2 editions of Doctor Who magazine to come out in the last since I last made a collection update. So we have this issue, which is number 564, featuring Paul McGann on the cover, I think celebrating 25 years of the TV movie and the 8th Doctor in general, as well as this issue, which is number 565, which is obviously celebrating the release of season 24, which comes out this month. And I love this cover. I love both of these covers. I love the colour palette choice on that one, the pinks and purples. But I just love how dramatic this cover looks. It's such a great cover. So yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Jodie not getting included on the covers, which I think is kind of true. I think she probably should be included more. But equally, I do really love both these covers. So I hope we'll get to see her on the cover next month, as she is getting an interview with Mandip Gill. So that might be, maybe we'll get an opportunity for a cover with them then, but I definitely think that she should be on the cover more. So yeah, those are the 2 issues of Doctor Who magazine for the last month. Also picked up a couple of special editions, and I picked up this random issue because I believe it's the only issue I'm missing with the Whittaker logo on it, so I picked this up in the Who shop. It's the Tom Baker one from I think just as to coincide with season 12, so I wanted to pick that cover up as well as the 2 special editions, which I missed out on. This one I missed out at the start of the year. It's the 2021 yearbook. I love these. They sort of go over a year that the Doctor Who world has been going through. So as you can see, you've got stuff on every episode of season 12 pretty much, stuff on Daleks, interviews with writers, the radiophonic workshop, and Anjali Mahindra, obviously, who's Franny, and of course the Skithra Queen. I've nearly finished that, in progress of reading that one at the moment. And then of course we've got the most recently released Doctor Who special edition, which is the Writing Doctor Who one, which I have not yet got to, but it is the one that I'm most interested in about because I love writing, particularly with my short stories and stuff. I just adore that kind of era, which kind of like gets me onto the thing, as you will may have noticed, on Saturday, the Saturday just gone. As a recording, it's actually the Saturday before, so I have no idea how it went, or if you guys enjoyed it or not, but either way, I thought I would include at the end of this video a little sneak peek at the next part. It's part 2 of Dawn of the Doctor right here, so if you're excited about that, it'll be out next Saturday at some point. I'll probably put up a notification or something, but yeah. I hope you enjoy, and if you enjoyed that, I'll sign off here by saying thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the little next sort of sneak preview of episode 2. Cassidy felt a sense of relief as life bled into the Doctor's cheeks once again. "Hello there," they said bluntly. "And who might you be?" Cassidy was a bit starstruck, not entirely sure how to respond. "I'm Cassidy," she replied. "I think." "You think?" "Well, yes, that's my name," she explained. "What's yours?" "The Doctor," they would continue to reply in the same blunt tone, as if this fact was more obvious than the answer to 1 + 1. "Just the Doctor?" "Yeah." "But Doctor Who?" Cassidy inquired, not realising just how big a question that was to ask. Now that's the $1 million question.